Okay, everybody, so this is the long-awaited part 2 of the Amica sessions I put out a couple weeks ago on my vlog, and if you didn't see those, you can click on that link there. That'll take you to the first part of this, but this is part 2 where I'm actually online with the folks from Amica and Cronin, who is the ad agency that's doing it, and working with Paul, the director and writer, and so you'll get to hear all of that stuff. I've cut down all the parts where I'm actually doing the copy because some of that is important for you to hear, but for this one, I really want you to hear what goes on in a session, the direction they give me, the times when it's appropriate to, ask for a break, or when they suggest something or whatever. I want you to see the ins and outs of what it's like in a studio session, dealing with the ISDN with the headphones where I'm hearing a delay of my own voice and them because they're in another part of the country and I'm here in my home studio. So it's not so much about how I read the copy in this session. It's more about what a regular voiceover ISDN session is really like. So I've sped up parts as much as I can, and I've made some edits to cram a full 90-minute session into about 14-15 minutes here in this part. So that's why those are edited, and I've put a lot of notes throughout it. Take a look. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe. Check it out. So they're going to be signing on in a few moments here. And I'm just looking through the script again. Very important thing when you're doing something like this is, I know people say it, but you'll hear the difference. It's smile when you're reading. It makes a big difference. Listen. Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life. Now, with a smile. Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life. There is a difference when you're actually smiling when you're reading copy. You can actually hear it. You can get a free life insurance quote in just a few minutes. See, if I'm smiling, I'm naturally feeling this. That's conveyed in the copy. You can get a free life insurance quote in just a few minutes. Now, that still sounds acceptable, but it doesn't sound as good, does it? To me, it doesn't sound as friendly and as engaging. So it is important to actually literally smile when you're reading things that require that. Announcer stuff, narrator stuff, that generally is going to be when you are putting that smile in. A little more warm water. Shoulders. We don't think about our shoulders. Hello.
Hey man, how you doing? This is Howard. I'm the engineer on this end. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's okay, no problem. Good. Thank you.
Hello, James. This is Paul from Cronin.
Paul.
How you been?
Good. How about you?
We're great. It's nice to be working with you again.
Well, likewise. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Right. You sound in fine voice. We just have two of our people here taking a biological break.
Okay. Okay.
I like that.
We just did the front end of all these with our 3 characters. Came out really funny.
Yeah.
And as usual, we are ignoring your prodigious voice talents and making you be the straight man.
Okay. Well, good.
So if you just give us just a couple more minutes, we'll be ready to go. Do you have a preference of whether you would start with one of the shorter scripts or the longer one?
No, I don't care.
Okay. All right. So we'll just why don't we start with what we call the Life 60.
Okay. Okay.
Where you come in, so I think it's one of your longest scripts, and you say life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, like that. All right, so just hang in for a minute.
No problem.
Hello, James.
Hello.
We're back, and we're ready to go now.
Excellent.
So we're going to start with the Life 60. Again, your first line there is life is full of big events, and something important happens in your life. Yes. Etc. Etc. You've done this a number of times for Amica, so I'm sure you kind of remember the tone and the spirit. It's always it's upbeat, it's friendly, it's very smart, it's advisory. You do it really well.
Come on.
There's maybe a bit of a wry touch to your voice. Because we're coming from kind of a humorous place here.
Yeah.
So with like you've done before, basically.
Good. Yeah, I went actually and listened back to the past sessions. So.
Oh, great. Okay. So, turn it over to Howard.
Let's do one top to tails on this one. It's going to be take 1.
Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life.
Visit amicalife.com today. You can get a free life insurance quote in just a few minutes.
And even if you have some life insurance already, how can you be sure it's enough? Get a free, no-obligation life insurance quote at amicalife.com. That's amicalife.com. Welcome to Amica Life. This is helpfulness insured.
Hey James.
Yes.
It sounded good. I think you can actually take a few seconds off. I mean, sorry, you can add some seconds. It sounded a little bit quick.
Okay. So what? Yeah. How much time are we looking at on this? Just so I can get it in my head.
You got about probably 38 seconds or so.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Great.
Here we go. This is going to be take 2 when you're ready.
Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life.
Visit AmicaLife.com today. You can get a free life insurance quote in just a few minutes. When you get in touch with Amica Life, you'll answer just a million important questions.
All right, hey James.
Yes.
That sounded really good. Just a couple of quick notes as we do this one again.
Please.
When you come in, life is full of big events. So sort of come in with like, we can kind of hear a smile in your voice there.
Sure.
Because the person that did that bit in front of you was like super like Kimmy Schmidt level fun and charming.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So everything else sounds really good. You're saying everything nice and clear. So let's just go again with that in mind.
Great.
Here's take 3 when you're ready.
Life is full of big events.
All right, James, that sounded really good. So we like that one. Let's do kind of a clone of that one.
Okay.
Just if you could just really watch the clarity when you say you'll learn the answers, because the L's combining into one, you'll learn.
That's my California thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's just bad writing.
No.
So just sort of pick your way through that very carefully, and then in the right below that where it says like how did you need for financial protection change, I put a comma in there, just sort of mentally remove that comma so you don't have to make a pause there. Gotcha. Flow right into when you get married. Again, you're doing a great job of making each of those things sound important and then infusing that little doubt with how can you be sure it's enough. I know I've heard you do this sort of almost like a creaky thing with your voice. How can you be sure it's maybe a little touch of that when you get to that line. Everything else sounded really good.
Great.
Cool. Here's take 4 when you're ready.
Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life.
Hey James, that was perfect.
Come on.
With one exception.
Yes.
You kind of sped up here and there.
Yeah.
So if you could just give us the exact same thing, but just kind of mind the pacing like from A to Z.
Okay. Let's do it. Sure.
Take 5 when you're ready.
Life is full of big events.
Hey James.
Yes.
All right. That was very good. I think we're gonna do one more for safety. What we're really looking for here is I want to make one little edit on the very last paragraph, just in case we need to get a half a second back.
Okay, great.
So at the bottom where it says get a free, no obligation life insurance quote, let's remove the words no obligation.
Okay.
So just do the whole thing start to finish like you just did. Again, keeping pace in mind and just taking your time as you go through this. But just do it without the no obligation.
Okay, perfect.
Here's take 6 when you're ready.
Okay, great.
Hey James.
Yes.
We just want to try the first paragraph all by itself as a wild. And the emphasis here is in the, when something important happens in your life. So let's try something like maybe, put an underline under your.
Okay.
Because now it's about you. We're listening to this other person, but now it's about you.
Okay. Gotcha.
So the big words here are important, what's something important, and then your.
Okay.
This is 7. Pick up.
Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life. Give you 2 more. Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life. Life is full of big events, and when something important happens in your life, it's time to think about life insurance from Amica Life.
It's going to be take 8.
James.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, one more series of those, and the note is simple here. You're doing this thing where you're doing helpfulness, and you're rising on helpfulness, and then coming down on insured, and just kind of read them both the same way.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so it's like this is helpfulness, insured.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
And excuse me for doing the line read.
Oh,
but,
I
uh,
never mind a line read, Paul. Come on. Anytime.
Cool, man. Here we go. This is gonna be 9. Pick up.
Welcome to Amica Life. This is helpfulness, insured. This is helpfulness, insured. This is helpfulness, insured.
All right, hey James.
Yes.
Yes.
We are done with that one. We're going to move on to the life lessons 30.
Here we go. This is gonna be take 10 when you're ready.
If something big is happening in your life, like marriage, a growing family, buying a home, or planning to retire, visit amicalifelessons.com today.
Take 11 when you're ready. 12, 13, 14 when you're ready. 15, 16 when you're ready. Here's 17 when you're ready. Here's 18 when you're ready. 19 when you're ready.
I almost hesitate to ask you, but there's someone here who is not familiar with you, but has heard stories.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Her name is Amy. She's very special. She's from Amica, and we've told her just how amazing you are and how many different voices you can do.
well,
Would you mind
Amy.
just doing?
Certainly. So you hear me here. This is pretty much my regular voice, which was just in a movie called Ratchet and Clank that came out. I'm the voice of Ratchet. And it's a little younger, and it's that. But most of the time you hear me, it's, yabba-dabba-doo, Fred Flintstone, Wilma, Bonnie, Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and
Johnny Test, which is a cartoon where I'm 11 years old and I'm totally awesome.
let's see. Well, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon right now. I play Yondu in that, and Cosmo, the Russian telepathic cosmonaut dog. Yes, he's good, yes. And let's see, if Christopher Walken wasn't available, I might come in, do his voice, get Amica. It's great. It's crazy. Wow. So, I don't know. That's a small sampling of what I do.
That's
Of what I do.
That's amazing. Very super impressive. Thank you so much for indulging
Oh
us.
sure.
This is gonna be take 20 when you're ready. Here's 21. Just take 22 when you're ready. Here's 23 when you're ready. 24 when you're ready. Oh, I'm rolling on 25 when you're ready.
Do you need like a minute to just take some water and take a quick break?
Yeah, let me take
60 seconds and just.
That would be great.
That would be
Thank you.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Come back. Come back.
was
I was hearing it.
All right. Hey, are you ready?
I am ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Appreciate
very much.
that.
So,
Here's 26, 27, 28 when you're ready. Stand by, James. I'm gonna play that back. Cool. Here's 29. Cool. Here we go. This is 30.
James, what we want to do is actually just sort of patch the whole thing together real quick, meaning
Sure.
the other actor's part and you, and just hear how
See how it feels.
See how it
kind of
feels.
fits. Yeah, we're not pressing you for time, are we?
No.
No.
Okay, so you can just give us 5 minutes.
Sure. Absolutely.
Sure. Absolutely.
Awesome. We'll be back.
Great.
Kind of put the whole thing together roughly, and it sounds really good.
Oh, good.
So I feel like we're set, but we just figured maybe after a rest,
Yes.
maybe something
Yes.
interesting will happen. So if you wouldn't mind just doing that last script one more time.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
It's all the same things we were just talking about, where it's keep the enthusiasm up. It sounds really good when you're kind of upbeat and advisory and friendly. We liked it when you stayed on the a little bit more sort of casual side.
Right.
Right.
Keeping it light, keeping it fun, but not forgetting to emphasize those important things.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
Here's 31 when you're ready.
The closer you look and the more research you do, the more reasons you'll find to choose Amica Auto Insurance.
All right, hey James, I know I said that was the safety, but I think I just caught something. It's like I don't think you need to go so far with that first line to be in on the joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a little bit less there, please.
Yeah, sure.
But everything
sure.
else sounds really good, and I just like it when it's in this kind of bright, happy, casual place.
Great.
Cool. Here's 32 when you're ready.
Okay, James, we just need that alternate line now.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
is
Here's 33 alts. Here's 34.
James. Just Massachusetts isn't coming out.
yes.
super
Yes.
clear.
I think I do that.
So just
Gotcha.
super enunciate Massachusetts.
35.
James, could we have one more set of those?
sure,
And it's just
sure.
something weird is happening with Massachusetts. We're almost like hearing like a whistle or something.
No.
Okay.
in it.
Okay.
I can't even explain it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's 36 ABC.
You could save up to 15% in Massachusetts when you combine auto and home coverage with Amica.
I think we got it, dude. Thanks.
Great.
All right, James, we are all done. Thank you so much.
Well,
for your
thank
Well,
patience.
thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
James.
Easy, dude.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, and we are disconnected, and we are done. So all in all, They started about a half hour later. So we started about 7:30, and it is 8:52 now. It's about 90 minutes when we took a little 10-minute break there while they did some editing and such. Those 3 spots, one at 60 seconds, one at 30 seconds, and another at 60. So 2 60s and 1 30, doing the announcer parts, and there you could go. You could hear all the various things that Paul was saying was what we talked about earlier. Smile more in that. Hit the emphasis here or there. Go down on that instead of up. You know, those are the things that are really important when you're doing commercial copy as the announcer. It's very different than doing a character. If you're doing a character in it, you kind of have a little more free reign. You kind of go wherever and your voice goes wherever. When you're doing an announcer and it's an announcer that you've done for a long period of time, especially like I have with Amica, I always want to make sure that my voice stays within that same kind of pocket, that same zone, unless directed otherwise. But usually he kind of can go up a little here and then he comes down in here. It's his own kind of character, as I'm referring to him as him, because I see the announcer for Amica as this separate voice and its own voice and tone. So if you've enjoyed this, please check out some of the other things on my vlog and my channel on YouTube here. Please subscribe, please like this, spread the word, get it out there as much as you can. The more people I have watching the show, the more things I can do. So thanks so much. We'll see you next time.